Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4, and today, WTF is the Darkest Dungeon? The Darkest Dungeon? That rings a bell. Lipstickpaddy, can you tell us all about it, please?
Whoa, the Darkest Dungeon, the board game? Well, Darkest Dungeon is from a computer game, so they must have got the license for it, but it must have been cheap as chips to get the license, because this game's an indie game, and I did not like the art one bit. Oh my goodness, if they've used the art in this board game, then I hate it. Anyway, we'll see, because I'm coming in here. 2 million. Now, it's probably got all these backers because of Mythic, which, of course, the great French Kickstarter, part of the French Renaissance team. All the great Kickstarter companies from Francais. So, you know, they've got a massive amount of fans. I don't think there's a massive fan base for the Darkest Dungeon, so hopefully it's doing something new. It says it's a brave darkness faced the lurking abominations. Yeah. Roguelite RPG. Solo coming out the gate. Alright. Now, look at the character art. It's like with a thick ink pen drawing. This is what I didn't like about it. I like this here though, this silhouette castle, filling it in a little bit, looking nice. And with Mythic, I'm expecting a epic ton of plastic coming your way. Multilingual coming out through the gate, which is pretty good. Oh man, they've gone with if they've gone with the same characters from the game, I'm going to be disappointed. And it looks like they've done chibi style ones, comic style dungeon. Oh, and look at the art style on the tiles. Oh no, anything but this, please. Oh, minis look very big though, don't they? Let's go down. I mean, look at this. Oh, I'm not a fan of it. Are you a fan of this? Let me know in the comments if you are. Why do you like this art? I won't keep banging on about the art, but stretch goals to unlock, of course. Game's not going to go retail, and you get a free Musketeer hero only during this campaign. Well, it's not going to retail. There's only going to be a campaign. This is a bit of a scratch in my head. What you talking about? Is this an oxymoron? It's not going retail, but you can only get this exclusive hero during this campaign. So there's going to be another campaign, and you're not going to offer this? Is that what it means? Even when this painter has painted it, they've made it all dark in the recesses like the art. And that's what I don't like about it. This dark shading effect across it. $100 for the core box. Oh my God, are you ready for this? This is why it's made so much money. And is there going to be an expansion? Let's have a look at this. 100 is the base. And 150 for an expansion. $50 for the expansion. All right, let's have a look at this. I like the box, though. I do like the dark box. And you're getting a lot here. 72 minis, 8 heroes. That's plenty. They're all looking dynamic, though. I like it very much. 64 monsters. We've got a little bit of copy-paste here, but I guess that's okay. If there's just 3 of them, it's not like 6 or 10 of them. 3's good. If you're going to copy paste, some of them are 2, looking great. And obviously, there's going to be unique scopes. These are going to be like bosses, mini bosses. They're looking very cool. This guy here opening his arm. I'm selling souls. Do you want to buy one? This guy with his head in the stock. All pretty fun anyway. And it looks like there's like a city board in between your missions where you can go back. That looks cool. Custom dice looking cool. The dungeon, I suppose it's supposed to be a dark dungeon, so it's dark gothic art. you know that's not my cup of tea. It looks like there's skill sheets for your character as they grow as well. Let's just have a quick look at that list of stuff. You get skill boards with a hero board. If there's 8 heroes, then a hero has 2 boards, so maybe they advance. That's a question, isn't it? The Hamlet board is the little city board, and lots of cards and tokens. All right. Crimson Court comes with more minis, more room tiles. Okay, if you really want more, look at the size of that. How long is that? How'd you keep that in the box? Look at it. And they're really tall. And a big square in the middle. What is this? So, I don't know. It's like, if you're into your gothic stuff, then you may be into this as a dungeon crawl, but it's got some competition. You know, Frosthaven is still late pledging. And I don't know, why is this scratching people's itch? I really don't understand. It's been unlocking 8 room tiles. That's a good expansion. Good stretch goal, more hero boards. It looks like it's been unlocking a epic ton of stuff, which is all good. And it's unlocking some stuff maybe with the expansion, so all good. Looks like they've got some interesting furniture, you might say. Look at that for a stretch goal. Broken wood. What's that? And cave tiles. They're just using far too much black ink. I mean, if you're a fan of it, then you may be interested, but I don't know. Follow the light. Optional buys. Is the Cove the expansion? No, it's not. They've got an extra expansion. Oh my god, your pledges just jumped to $200 if you want it all. Oh, and it's more of the same. It's another 4 tiles and minis based on ocean. So yeah, Crabmen. $50 for this. My god. I mean, it's just going through dungeon. There's not like an epic story to push you through all this. It's just a roguelite. And if you've got 2 expansions, how's the character progression through all of that with your role-playing character? That's totally a fair question. Why would you need another core box? Minis, there's some really big ones here, and have we come to the minis that you're getting, the heroes? Did I fly past it? There's a lot here, peeps, and we've not got any videos yet. Where's all that stuff? Oh, look at this guy. Look at the strangeness of this world. The Doctor. Yeah, just I don't know about this art and the way the painter's done it as well. Oh. Minis, of course, come unpainted. The game is paid in campaigns of 11 missions. Missions. Campaign, that doesn't include your character. Your character doesn't speak in the campaign, I'm guessing, because there's so many heroes. They're just calling them generic names. They're not actually giving them their name. There's no backstory to these characters. The role-playing game's just the amount of skills they're going to get. And you can select 3 skills out of 7 before heading into the mission. Oh, that's a world of fun, isn't it? Limiting your amount of abilities. Oh, this is coming from the video game. Oh, I hate it. Just give me all of them out of a box. This limitation of skills. Oh, Why is a roguelite come to board games? This is a serious question. Roguelites are seriously niche. They really are niche. I hope this does not set a trend that this campaign's doing so well. Ooh. Heroes level up, of course they have to. That's when the board switches over. It looks like the 2 hero boards is just level 1 and level 2, so not much progression considering most D&Ds go to level 10. And it's a roguelite. It's a light RPG. That's what it really means. It's light. 2 levels. Woohoo! And only select 3 abilities going into the dungeon where you're going to get killed. Anyway, you're going to get killed. Stress, disease, all sorts of bad stuff's going to happen. It's the darkest dungeon, of course. And the town metagame help your hamlet growth. Tend to your hero's wounds. Both corporal and cerebral. Well, hopefully when you came down this page, there was excitement, like you've done there. Roguelite features, including permadeath, wonderful. Procedural generations, poo-poo. I hate procedural dungeons. I hate them. It's so hard to design them. And high replayability because it's just going to be procedural. Oh. Remember, this is a fully cooperative experience because it's going to be tough as bolts to do it. Have we got any Kickstarter videos? We're coming far down the page. It's a long Kickstarter, isn't it? We have got videos. I'm not on the fence. This is not for me. Certainly not for me, but there's a lot of videos on it. Some nice ones from the team. They're pretty cool to watch, find out why they did it. Hear the heroes. And I do like these minis looking very dynamic. I would personally paint these with so much vibrance and colour to get away from this bloody art that I don't like. That is completely optional. And if I got it as a gift, that's exactly what I would do. I'd paint them as vibrant as possible to put some 1980s punk into the dungeon. Anyway. And the minis looking dynamic. They're not just standing there. They also look cool. There's a lot of these to look through. Of course, look at all these. Just renders, of course. And it's going to come in a year's time. So there's going to be a long process to make all this stuff. I like that they've got D10s, though. That's a good sign. That they've got D10s. I enjoy D10s in spades. Yeah. All right, so that's a plus. 20 quirks, negative quirks, trinkets. Can you imagine permadeath? Oh, in a board game permadeath. Oh, it's horrible in a computer game. Horrible in a computer game, anyway. Unless you can leave stuff for your character for the next resurrection. Hamlet events, whoopee-doo, and monster cards. If I want a dungeon crawler, I want an epic campaign that includes the heroes narratively. Midara, amazing. And Descent 3rd edition is going to have narration between the characters in the dungeon crawler. So here's a dungeon crawler without these features, and these features are coming in from they're bringing the role play to the dungeon crawler where your characters have a narration, and these games are sitting in the past. They're not bringing any of the innovations of it. And look at these prices. Not even going to look at it. 105 minimum for Mexico. That needs to be sorted out. We're in the USMCA, and we get to the end. Well, I'm telling you, this is going off the strength of Mythic, because they are a fantastic Kickstarter company. And please, if you're one of these backers and you're watching this video, what made you excited about this dungeon crawl? No narration, no long campaign, Characters just numb, not part of any story, no backstory. Just running into a dungeon with, dungeons are going to be random. That means random luck. You could die in your first couple of rooms, no fun. And not even talking about the art. I don't like that the dungeon isn't crafted and curated by the team. And it's really something in the board game industry could do without is random generation. And it stinks. It stinks of high heaven. I don't know why roguelite has come to the board game. The only computer game that's done well in mainstream terms is Hades. But that's because there was a whole story about your character and the people it was meeting. Oh, it was all based on narration, the success of Hades. And when you've got a dungeon crawler, that is a random generation roguelite RPG experience where your character development is like as deep as a paddling pool. That's what you've got here, peeps. Well, on that bombshell, if you like the video and you got this far, thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up. And yeah, you've been listening to me, Lipstickpaddy. This has been Kickstarter Radio 102.4. You take care and stay safe. Happy Halloween.